Mufc Review, Mufc Realist TV. On this day on recording, it is the second day after that humiliating loss with 7-0. You know, I dare to say it, still having the hangover even if I didn't drink alcohol. The stinging result against Liverpool at Anfield, where we lost the battles and really got humiliated. I think everyone has kind of had the ventilation by now.
That was not a bad day. That was not a bad day at the office at all. That was worse than that. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord, have mercy upon us. Oh, Manchester United. That was not a bad day at the office. If you know why? To have a bad day at the office, you actually have to show up to the office. To have a bad day at the office, you have to turn up to the office. Now, none of these players just showed up. None of them. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what an embarrassment. You made us into a laughing stock. I can't even have it this week. My God, if you don't know what I'm mad about, let me just welcome you to the Football Power Hour real quick and just say I am angry, but you're very welcome here on these streets. So sit down. Let's talk
about it. I think it's there clear and obvious in socials. This knife's been out, like, pundits, media, some been attacking Bruno, been attacking individuals. Well, in general, it's been like a collective performance, including, from Erik ten Hag and the entire coaching staff. That performance was simply not good enough. It was criminal, right? And what I like to say is big up for all the global fan base and for you guys that lives in Asia, America, to get up 6 a.m. in the morning and watch the game and to see that shit show. Including myself, I'm currently in Thailand, so I had the same experience. But anyway, that is water under the bridge. There was 3 points. There was 1 game loss, and we can pretty much say we're not in a title race at this point of time, unless Arsenal or City does some brain farts. But listen, we are here to look ahead. Also, we are playing Real Betis on Thursday at home at Old Trafford. And do I expect a bounce back? 100% I do. And why do I expect a bounce back? You can only look back on the timeline under Erik ten Hag and the fixtures and the results. Every time we got whooped, we had gone on a run of form. We will look at that later on, and we will also look at the predicted lineup and my personal score prediction as well. So bear with me. Currently though, if I may say so, we under Erik ten Hag so far on the season, we are currently sitting quite nicely on third spot because nobody actually, including the fan base, pundits and media, predicted that we'll be in this position, right? The rebuild is always bound to have a banana skin.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord, have mercy upon us. Oh, Manchester United.
Right, we're not even close on the tip of that mountain of that rebuild. We are 1 or 2 transfer windows away to be a complete squad under Erik ten Hag, according to my opinion, though. But if you look at the results so far, you have 15 wins, 4 draws and 6 losses, and that is quite all right. That is actually more than right. It's more than we expected. So to lose 3 points, it's okay, but to lose against Scousers, it's not okay. And as a matter of fact, I don't have the picture that I wanted to show, but there was a picture there's people went mental over. It was Wood Wakehurst walking out the tunnel and touching the Liverpool emblems. That was not okay. Unless he grabbed his, in between his cheeks and had a little bit of that, that Nutella thing, and just grabbed it on. I'm not going to tell you because YouTube algorithm is a serious thing, but that's the only logical explanation. Why would you do that? But guys, let's just go bounce back and see. I want to bring out some logic and reasoning to this conversation as well, because just could go back in timeline now. Every time we got whooped, like say from that Saturday the 13th of August, when we actually got spanked by Brentford away 4-0, Erik ten Hag took out his hairdryer, and I swear to God, that hairdryer must be a cannon, right? Because he blew some sensors into these players. He shaped them to his own image, meaning after he was finished with that hairdryer, they were all bald. Yeah. But after that, we went on a winning streak. As you can see, this is the pattern. We beat Liverpool 2-1. We went to Southampton, we beat them. Then we went to beat Arsenal. We beat Real Sociedad. We did Sheriff. Man City, we got slapped, and this is where we stink 6-3. But what did we do after that? This is what matters. This is the reset again, right? We went and bought. We beat Monia, Nicosia. Then we went, of course, beat Everton. We beat Omni again. We played draw Newcastle. Then we won against Spurs. You remember that game? Then we drew against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Never easy. And then we had scintillating 3-0 win against Chelsea, Sheriff. And then, of course, we went West Ham, win. We beat Real Sociedad. And then we got, in English Premier League, we got whooped with 3-1 against Aston Villa, right? That was the 6th of November. So you can see there's been some consistency of picking up running form after the hairdryer treatment. Now, after that, in the EFL Cup, we beat Aston Villa again with 4-2, as we know. Then we beat Fulham just before the World Cup break. Now, what happened after the World Cup break is the impeccable run form. We saw, obviously, that we beaten Burnley, we beat Nottingham Forest, we beat Wolves, we beat Bournemouth, we beat Everton, we beat Charlton, we beat Man City, we drew Crystal Palace, right? And then we lost against Arsenal in the dying minute. We all know what happened there, right? But it's Arsenal and it's the Emirates. After that, we went on another winners run. We beat Nottingham Forest, Reading, Forest again, Palace. We beat Leeds. Actually, we drew Leeds. In the Premier League, we beat Leeds, to be honest, correction. And Barcelona 2-2. We all remember that. 3-0 Leicester. 2-1 Barcelona at home. Don't forget that. That was a scintillating win. 2-0 Newcastle, which is a top 6 club as well. Yeah. And then 3-1 West Ham. You see that? And there it stops. 7-0 Liverpool. Okay. Let that be bygones, right? We need to move forward. We need to look ahead, right? And this is what we are here for, right? Don't you agree? So I believe that Erik ten Hag has issued his warning. He's given them the punishment. And I do expect the players, based on previous results, what we've seen, to bounce back and have a cracker to prove to the United faithfuls that they are not a shambles. They are not down-toolers. So I think it will be a high-scoring game, and they have something to prove to the manager and to the global fan base, right? So my predicted starting 11, as usual, logic and reasoning goes that Erik ten Hag doesn't change much. I think he had his say. He gave them the punishment and treatments. Therefore, De Gea for me will start. It's never De Gea's fault there was 7-0 behind his net. We saw the pinball shambles defense where people were slipping and falling over. The butcher Martinez without his races, it was probably his worst game ever. But I think he's forgiven. I think he will start. I also think that Rafael Varane is a given start. I don't see him playing Lindelof or Maguire. Nowhere near, right? These are the two preferred centre backs, the 1 and 2. Now everyone saw the shambles performance of Luke Shaw, right? Luke Shaw has been quite consistent. Actually, it's been damn good consistent throughout the whole season. He had a brain fart against Liverpool, like everyone else. So to go in and to slag individual players, I'm not going to do that because, as I said, it's an individual. So Luke Shaw will most likely start, according to my opinion. I think that Erik ten Hag will start him as well. Now, controversially, on the right-hand side, I think that everyone agrees with me probably, and what I've been scanning up from socials and everything, everyone was kind of saying that Erik ten Hag got it wrong by starting Dalot, and Dalot was absolute shambles as well. So I think that Aaron Wan-Bissaka will retain his spot. But in terms of going forward in the midfield, Fred needs to sit it out. Like, Fred has been the most improved player under Erik ten Hag, but Fred is like that Forrest Gump, like that life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, right? So I'm afraid that Fred is the last chocolate in my box, and probably will be sit the bench to come in the second half. So I think that he will go more stable midfield in a two pivot with Casemiro and Sabitzer, and nowhere near he's going to drop Bruno, right? Bruno has been getting a lot of stick in the media, in the fan base, and I don't know why. Of course, he was petulant, he was tired, but guess what? Bruno has always turned up and played every 90 minutes from the minute of the season one, including World Cup, and he's never been injured. He rocks up, he plays with the heart in his sleeve. It was a bad day at the office.
That was not a bad day at the office. If you know why? To have a bad day at the office, you actually have to show up to the office.
Yeah, so leave Bruno alone. He's our captain. That's my humble opinion. In terms of the attacking line, I see Weghorst sitting this one out. Weghorst did not contribute much against Liverpool, and as a matter of fact, he's alone, according to my opinion. That's why Bruno's been shifting left, right, center. Bruno should start as number 10. That's his natural position, and I think that Sabitzer together with Casemiro will form that triangle. In terms of left wing, I think he's got to start Alejandro Garnacho, because we're playing a Spanish team. We need somebody that can do the trickery, to run towards the defender, put crosses in the box, and I think Marcus Rashford will start on top next to Anthony Dos Santos. That is kind of my predicted lineup in the way I see it. Let me know in the comments below what you think the lineup should be. In terms of second half weapons, I like to look at more than just the lineup. I like to look at what options do we have off the bench if we want to sort of go in the second half. Well, we can always look at the midfield. You know, we could take off Sabitzer for Fred in the second half, in the last 20 minutes. We can also put in Jadon Sancho instead of Anthony, etc. Also Luke Shaw, if he's a little bit tired. We have the weapons of Tyrone Valencia, and also on the other side, on the right hand side, we have Diego Dalot. I will go with a 3-0 to United, just because it's going to be a revenge. But guys, this is Mick Ruby from Mufc Realist TV. Let me know your score prediction in the comments below. Like and subscribe to this video. You know, please press the thumbs up, and it really helps the algorithm. But until then, be nice to each other on the social, and looking forward to speak to you on Thursday. By the way, on Thursday we're doing the warm-up, the pre-match kickoff, and after the game we are actually doing the post-match review and reaction with Jay Daly and the rest of the crew. Guys, like and subscribe to this video. Be nice, and see you on Thursday. Bye for now.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow us on the socials.